When you talk about a right to vote, this man got hit in the face with a billy club by Sheriff Jim Clark, knocked down the steps, got up bloody, and still continued to confront Jim Clark. That's powerful. And people saw that all over the world.
An incredible life and legacy and a powerful voice for nonviolent social change is silent today. The Reverend C.T. Vivian died this morning at his Southwest Atlanta home. His work as a field lieutenant for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. sent him to jails, to beatings, and to a lifetime of service to civil rights. CBS 46 special assignment reporter Sally Sears recalls a very full life. Sally.
Oh no.
Let them beat you. C.T. Vivian knew that was critical.
It was nonviolent direct action that made it possible for us to win.
Dr. Vivian took center stage at a recent civil rights leadership forum.
It means that we're not just to change black people or the black condition. We can all stand up in the street and make our voices heard if we choose to do so.
He recalled the early days when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. summoned him and John Lewis and Andrew Young to the barricades of peaceful direct action.
But when Martin gave us all, black, white, yellow, pink, polka dot, that doesn't even matter. It gave helpless people a way to move, then we all move.
C.T. Vivian suffered. He absorbed blows without hitting back in front of television cameras in Selma when the bullying sheriff blocked voters from registering and knocked Vivian down the courthouse steps.
He was my next-door neighbor for 25 years.
Justine Boyd was honored to help chauffeur Dr. Vivian and always came with questions ready.
But I would say, Dr. Vivian, what were you thinking that day on the courthouse steps in Selma, Alabama? And he said, I was simply thinking about how I must do this for my people.
Dr. Vivian's children, his Leadership Institute, and his neighbors are feeling his contributions today.
We remembered when we went to a segregated school, and it was because of Dr. Vivian that I was able to go to an integrated school, that I was able to attend the University of Georgia.
Dr. Bernard Lafayette shared a jail cell with him in Jackson, Mississippi.
But he was musical in his conversation. And that's the thing that you always felt. So when he talked, not only did you hear what he had to say, you felt it.
And we will all probably keep feeling it so much in those 95 years. He wrote a best-selling book about the movement while his wife was writing the first ever biography of Coretta Scott King. This morning, the New York Times called him a paladin of nonviolence. Not bad.
Not
Tracy?
bad at all. Incredible legacy, Sally. Thank you. Of course, there's been an outpouring of condolences for Dr. Vivian and his family. Coming up at 5:30, we'll take a look at some of the responses from local and national leaders. Plus, we'll hear from Atlanta City Councilman Michael Julian Bond.